there. No, you know what? I'm not going to ruin the trailer. I'm not going to ruin the trailer for anyone. Just go and check it out on YouTube. I mean, I was a little saddened by it. I thought there would be a little bit more to it. I thought there'd be a little more meat to the, meat to potato ratio. But
they didn't progress anybody's character traits at all.
Everybody just looks like old shit.
It would be like Pauly Shore playing Pauly Shore at his age now.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Louise Bill, it's like, dude, you're 50. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Reverse mortgage movie. They call it reverse mortgage.
Yeah, you think you've grown up past a certain point in your life in your movie career to never go back to something that was like that traumatic for you in your early movie career. To be honest, and I think he's grown past that. But
Eddie kind of looks like if Joe Namath kept drinking.
That's true. There's a couple more. There's Robert Zemeckis' movie called The Witches, and apparently that movie has been pushed to 2021 at an unknown time. I've never even heard it. I didn't know what the heck it was, but it was Robert Zemeckis. So.
It's all women. Probably all the three regulars from Saturday Night Live. What are their? I don't even know their names. They're Tammy Faye, Tina Fey, or whatever. All those girls from Saturday Night Live.
Maybe.
There's that new one coming out, Tony, with the kid. It's like a kids movie, kind of.
Artemis Fowl. That's going direct to video.
No. It's already out on. It's already on Disney Plus.
All right, I could see it. That'd be nice with the kids.
Yeah, I mean, it was an average movie. I actually did a quick review of it on, I think it was my page, or maybe the Weekly Nerd. I'm not really sure, but to continue on, Tom and Jerry live action movie is actually coming out March 5th of 2021.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you heard me right. The Tom and Jerry live action movie.
Wait.
Did they die in the last episode of the original?
How are they going to even try that? How do you even do that?
I don't know.
You sit on the train.
The technology that way. Are they using like a real cat and a real mouse and like a Disney for Life kind of crap?
Probably something like a Lion King.
So they're taking the Men in Black technology.
Did you ever see the atrocity that is Lady and the Tramp? Live action.
I saw the previews for it. I really didn't need to see the movie.
It's just like that. It's going to be just like that, but with more.
Know something even better? They could have James Corden come back and play Tom. He could put on a cat costume again, and
that shit'll brawl him worse than Al Qaeda. We got Tenet, which is it was supposed to be a really good movie. That's actually pushed out to July 31st of 2020.
No, hold on. That got pushed back, and then it got pushed forward again.
It did, but now it's back to July 31st.
It was pushed back to October, and then when they found out Wonder Woman was coming out, it pushed back 5 days before Wonder Woman came out.
Correct. So now it's at July 31st. July 31st is Tenet, and Wonder Woman is October 2nd.
October 2nd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I thought Tenet was coming out in September because they shoved it and then they bumped it. Then what did you bump it back?
They bumped it back, yeah. To before Wonder Woman, because I think they were coming out at the same time or something. But
they're coming out. Originally they were coming out at the same time, and then they decided to release it in 5 days before Wonder Woman. But they shoved it up again, though.
It's better that it comes out now.
That's the problem with that movie. They're moving that movie all over the place.
I agree.
It's a movie about time moving forward and backwards. Guess what? You don't even need a trailer. Just wait for the movie to be released. This is Tenet. Yeah.
That's true.
Wait a second. So a time-traveling movie isn't opening up on time?
Nope. It's mind-blowing.
Now I know it's a movie.
Yeah. And then you got a movie called Unhinged, starring Russell Crowe. And that movie... Yeah, that movie's coming out July 10th, 2020.
Biography, isn't it?
Exactly. Thank you.
It's the only movie that's actually opening on time, July 10th, even though amid COVID crap. And
win the Oscar because all the other movies got pushed back until at the Oscar deadline.
Yeah.
Oscars are not coming back until 2021.
No, but the Oscar deadline for this year is February.
Well, guess what?
The end of February.
Push it off because they can't have.
No, they pushed the deadline for the movies into February of next year for the Oscars.
Yeah, they're doing something crazy. It's going to be crazy. On the nerdy front,
that is not essential.
Yeah, definitely not essential. On the nerdy front, Star Wars Squadron is coming out on Video Game Land for Xbox and PlayStation.
I saw that. That looked pretty decent. The graphic interface was really nice.
Crazy trailer. I love the trailer. I think it looks great. I think they've actually tried to bring that game out for a long time now, if I remember, Sparkles. But
many years.
Yeah.
It was done. I think it was done originally for the N64. They wanted to do it for.
Yeah.
Thank God they saved it.
Sparkles, let's get ready to pop into our next half of the show here.
Here we go.
You got your pictures ready? We got the TNT boom. We got some Iowa Man. Now, for those playing at home, those that have just joined us, such as Eddie Allen, tell Eddie how we play this game.
Yes, for everybody out there in Facebook world and Eddie, this game is we are going to go through a topic of 5 different stories. Now, you're either going to have to pick one of the stories that's false, or most likely, if one of the stories isn't false, they're all true. But remember now, here's the thing. If you hear the word meth involved with any of these stories, it's 100% true all the time. If you hear the word meth, it's a true story. Ask Kevin, he could tell you. Meth equals true story. So.
Now, these stories have been scoured throughout the web, Eddie. They are news stories that have been actually published in newspaper articles across the country. Excuse me?
Okay, and I have to pick the one that's right.
Well, they could all be true. They could all be false. There's true and false stories mixed in.
Okay, I'm with you.
I try to keep it to one false story per 5 if there is one in there. But you have to pick which is a false story if it sounds like a false story, and so on and so forth. So, without further ado, let's... actually, I wanted to talk about some Iowa laws real quick, right? Iowa is a strange state, by the way. And they have a very eclectic type of law in Iowa. Now, did you know, Eddie? Well, did you know, Eddie, that it is illegal for mustached men to kiss women in public in Iowa?
I would say that is probably true.
Well, these are all going to be true. These are all true laws. These are all true laws.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all true laws from Iowa. Eddie, it is illegal for a kiss to last longer than 5 minutes in Iowa as well.
That's actually one I agree with.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Well, if you're going at it for 1 minute, you're starting something up.
Yeah, you're just having mouth sex by then.
I just want to meet the cop with the stop sign.
Yeah.
She's on lunch break.
Excuse me, sir and madam, you're going to have to start stop mouth humping each other.
First warning, you're at 3 minutes right now.
Get that tongue down my throat.
I'm going to get punched by their sister.
Eddie, it is illegal to sell drugs without a drug tax stamp in Iowa. Yeah, there's such a thing in Iowa. Now, this one kind of threw me for a little loop, Eddie. It's a one-armed piano player must perform for free in Iowa. They cannot charge an establishment to play in their establishment.
What do they play with the foot? Like,
I don't know.
No, just go like this.
That just sounds like it's against the Disability Act right there.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
If anybody deserves a hand.
If anyone deserves a hand up, it's a one-armed piano player.
Guy's playing Mozart with one hand. and they're like, "Sir, by law, we don't have to pay you. You one-armed freak. Now leave our restaurant."
There he is. He's just going like this.
Oh, here we go. There's the first insult of the day.
I'm surprised it lasted this long.
Yeah, he's there nubbing it up. It is illegal to use a dead person's handicap parking sign or license plate in Iowa.
Well, people do that here, so...
They do. A lot. They do. Ministers must obtain a permit to carry their liquor across state lines in Iowa.
What are ministers doing with all that liquor? Like wine?
I don't know.
It's the body and blood of Christ. You know, hey.
Dude, they must bring like a lot of table wine to get everybody smashed in order to get a permit to bring it over lines.
You know what? I'm sure drug dealers have tried to get away with something like that where it involved the heroin. Like, this is the bone brittle of Christ. This is Jesus.
Now, this one's a good one. It's in Cedar Rapids. It is illegal to read palms in the city limits. So you can't be a palm reader in Cedar Rapids. It is illegal.
Oh, man, that's probably where, you know, tell your buddies, like, we got to get our palms read. We got to go outside of the city.
The funny thing is that they never seen the cops coming.
Yeah, they normally don't. They're a bunch of con artists.
That could be advice, though. You know, no palm reading.
Yeah, no palm reading.
I wonder who broke that law to make it a law.
Exactly.
Get into the city, like, hey, give me a hand.
No, Eddie, I know you like this one. In Ottumwa, Iowa, a man may not wink at any woman he does not know. It is illegal. Sparky's like, hey, baby. In Marshalltown, Iowa. In Marshalltown, Iowa, horses are forbidden to eat fire hydrants.
To eat?
Eat fire hydrants.
Okay, so
not allowed to eat fire hydrants?
A horse in Marshalltown. Marshalltown, Iowa.
Made out of other stuff years and years ago.
Okay.
That's the reason why.
Well, what if
fire hydrants were made out of like wood and hay and stuff?
Yeah,
and
so the horse like
the horse would eat the hay and
horses chew wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if it's like a goat? Goats are cool with that thing?
I guess.
You take it home and meet your mother.
You get a goat with a Snuggie on it. Boom.
Yeah, gotta go with the Snuggie on it. See what happens.
Get a palm picture.
My last one here. In Mount Vernon, one must obtain written permission from city council before throwing bricks or stones into a highway.
Wait, that person got killed. I don't know when it was.
But why would you throw bricks or stones into a highway anyway?
Because kids are dumb.
Because kids are dumb. Who's getting the written permission from the city council to throw either a brick or stone into the highway as well?
Well, this is what happens, Tony. When you're throwing bricks and rocks over on that highway, and the cops come by and they say, "Hey, you're the one that's been causing all this ruckus." You say, "Hold on now,
I got a paper
permission here.
I'm good.
From the city, throw as many as I'd like."
Well, that's probably a very old law, and throwing bricks meant laying bricks. They probably,
Maybe.
That could be it.
Let me just put this this icing on the cake here. Iowa legislature once passed a resolution ordering that the state cafeteria needs to start serving cornbread every day.
That's a
was that after Reagan or before Reagan?
Welcome to Iowa. Yeah, I thought they were interesting. I love their laws.
Nothing wrong with cornbread.
No, nothing wrong with cornbread. Apparently, they need to pass a resolution in order to get passing yes or no, yay or nay. Do you think we should have cornbread? Let's pass it to a vote. It's a waste of taxpayer money. It is what it is.
You had people in the ICU that are waiting to see if their medical bills are going to be paid, and they're like, hold on now.